right. I keep forgetting that YouTube and OBS, you have to hit 2 different go live buttons for it to actually go live.
Oh, I keep forgetting that too.
Yeah, it's like start the stream. Oh yeah, and then there's an actual go live button underneath. Yes.
There we are.
2 different go live.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, it's like start the
All
stream.
right.
Oh yeah, and then there's an actual go live button underneath. Yes.
There we are.
2 different go live.
Hey, I hear somebody else.
It's like start the
All
stream.
right.
Oh yeah, and then there's an actual go live.
Mab, is that you? Because I have mine muted over here.
There we are. 2 different
Probably.
Hey,
Let's do that.
Not me.
Is that better?
The joys of going live, folks.
Yes, indeed. So, in any case, welcome to the Level 1 Lounge, everybody, where we give our uneducated take on anything and everything gaming. So, tonight I've got my 2 usual co-hosts here from YouTube and the author of Shade Falling. We have Irish Bandit Rob,
Who is up?
and from the New Geek Corner, as well as Twitch streamer Agent Maverick 86. So today we got a special one here for you. We're bringing it to you live today. We are going to be reacting to the Xbox Partner Preview, which went live earlier today. Today being October 17th, 2024. So if you happen to be seeing this stream after the fact, that's what we're doing. So in any case, before we get started here, make sure you do click on the like button on the live stream and come on in and chat with us here as well. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well, because we're going to be having more live reactions later on in the year for a few other things. In any case, let's say we get started, gentlemen. Let's get some. Let's see what Microsoft is cooking up here.
Sounds
Get
good.
it on.
There we go.
And if you are watching in the chat, make sure you let us know if the volume levels are okay as well.
Yeah, because we're flying without a net here.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's a lot of 18s.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I keep coming back to this page. The author's clearly awake.
Nope. I was gonna make a Dr. Disrespect joke.
It's
Nope.
like he's warning us.
Nope. We're not going there.
What does it mean?
Too far.
There was a crack in the lake house.
This looks like another Alan Wake
Moths
thing.
had let the lake in.
Yeah, it's the Alan Wake
Agent Kieran
DLC.
Estevez responding
okay.
to an AWE alert in the vicinity. I need to speak with the Marmons.
But the
Is
water
this thing
could
on?
not
How's it going,
flow.
Vipin?
Hey. Yes, it's on, Vipin. Thanks for joining us, bud.
The pressure.
No
kept
Monster is really excited for this one.
Of course he is.
Looking
Well,
for
he's
release.
big to the Alan Wake thing, though, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, spooky.
Well, it is a spooky season.
We have a situation in the lake house. All agents confirmed.
Van goes back and he's pissed.
I gotta give Alan Wake another go. I do really want to play this one.
Alan Wake 2. The Wake House. I mean, Lake House.
In a forest.
The Wake.
And Alan Wake 2, Alan
Not
Wakening.
here.
New DLC crossover with SpongeBob
Darker
SquarePants.
tone and horror
Oh,
elements
God.
to Alan Wake 2's
Alan
second
Wake.
expansion,
Alan
The
is like-
Lake House, exclusively on Xbox Wire.
Hey, Alan Wake 2, Alan Sleeps.
Dream
It's a
game
chess clock.
Ever.
I think I've seen a little bit of this. This one looked interesting.
Zon?
It's Chessmaster 2000 with the new Doom mod.
Yeah.
There you go.
Ooh, creepy.
Do I think the Riders will finish first? Hard to say. I mean, there's a chance, but I think you're right. I think Winnipeg wins the last game.
I'm surprised they won the last one.
This looks like something like Dead Space related.
No, not quite. I think it's gonna be that kind of. I think it's gonna be that kind of genre, but I don't. It's not Dead Space though.
Oh, nice.
Wait, isn't that a queen that he just surrendered?
Yeah.
That's not how the game is played. Come on. Unplayable. Next.
Chronos,
the New Dawn.
the New Dawn.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, it definitely seems very Dead Space-like.
This is one I'm gonna want to play. I like that over-the-shoulder horror.
Mav, let's be real. Every game is a game you're gonna want to play. This
That's
is why your
backlog, right?
backlog is the way it
Longer.
is.
Well, now that we've got our contest going here next year, I'm gonna have to be mindful of what I actually play.
Run, run, run.
This looks like something in VR.
It almost looks like it, but
Just with the way the movements are.
yeah.
They got like black lights.
Laser tag with real bullets.
Except there's shapes on their faces. Is this Squid Game?
I
Quick
don't
game,
think
the
so.
FPS.
Well, I saw like triangles and squares. It's
Blind fire. Oh, early access.
Looks like just another
Blind Fire
Call of
is a
Duty-esque
unique
arena shooter.
that removes light from the equation. Find out how the project came to be exclusively on Xbox Wire.
Yeah. Let's do a first-person shooter, but let's remove your ability to see anything on the screen.
I love it.
I think I recognize that hermit crab from Horizon for.
Yakuza! That's, oh shit, what the hell's his name? Kiryu?
Oh wait, it's
A
pirates.
Yakuza pirate game.
Oh, sign up.
Yeah. I think that's Kiryu.
俺は海賊の船長になって海に漕ぎ出した。あいつらなんなん？コスプレかいな。
マッドランテスってとこから来てんだよ。ギャングとかマフィアのたまり場の島。
こっちも行くで。ありかじいっぱい。行く手に待ち受ける数々の冒険はお宝をめぐる戦争になっていくわけや。
Like a dragon.
ブライスなき今。 マッドランティスはいくつかの犯罪組織で運営されてる。そのうち一番でかいのがクイーン・ミシェルってバーサの組織だ。
よく来たね。キャプテン真島に。
What Skull and Bones should have been. As Monster said earlier.
女の店もあるが、パイレーツ・コルシアムに一番金が動く。海賊王レイモンド・ロード。
Holy shit, Samoa Joe!
I was just gonna say.
やっと会えたな兄弟。兄弟はやめ言うてやろうや。この先ずっと記憶喪失のままでいいのか？ヤクザの大幹部だったんだろう。記憶戻らんかったら。
What? This has always been one of the big draws about the Yakuza games. It's
the
a pretty good games,
ridiculousness?
but every so often you have these scenes that just go completely over the top. Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii. Oh boy.
Wow. Oh, now it's February 21st.
Like a Dragon, Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii takes
Now you
the
wanna play
series in a
Assassin's
direction
Creed Black
we
Flag?
never
I never
expected.
played.
Find out about
That
battles
one,
on
that one's
Xbox
good,
Wire.
and they're remaking it because everything needs a remake these days. It came from the sewers. What a load of crap.
Rocky Ford. Gabe Clarkle.
A clue, a lead. What more could a mouse detective want?
Okay, hang on.
Okay.
It's a
You had my
first-person
curiosity,
shooter.
but now you have my
This is
interest.
a real mouse changer.
It's a first-person shooter set in the style of 1940s, 30s Disney cartoons.
And I think you play as Mickey
Time to
Mouse.
play detective, then connect the dots.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Mickey Mouse is willingly picking up a Thompson.
Looks like we just hit the
Well, remember, Disney no longer has the rights to it, right? So it could be
It's
used
Steamboat
for...
Willie.
I guess.
Yeah.
You know what this kind of... You know what this... Interesting.
Oh, well,
Mouse PI for hire. I am in. I am in.
That looks interesting. You know what that... You know what those... I see two games involved in here. You know what I see? Cuphead, except first-person shooter, obviously, and BioShock.
I see Cuphead, BioShock, Bendy and the Ink Machine.
Oh yeah, and Bendy. Yeah, I totally forgot about Bendy. Okay, that's neat. That one's neat. But it looks like that's Xbox exclusive.
I'll find out for you.
I thought I saw it said PC.
I mean, if it's on Game
Every-
Pass.
No, every Microsoft game will be PC as well.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I bet. Too bad Phil Spencer Jr. isn't here.
Yeah. New Subnautica DLC?
It is also going to be on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, and PlayStation 4.
So PlayStation and Xbox.
Yes, and PC.
As long as it's on PC. Saspy new sub now.
That there be a Kraken. Ooh, Subnautica 2. Okay. They're just coming out with a whole new one. All right. And there was a lot of content creators that
Dive into
enjoyed that game.
uncharted waters
Oh,
in
yeah.
Subnautica 2.
Yeah, sorry, didn't mean to
With
steal your
friends
thunder
as you
there,
try to
Vipin,
survive on
but
the all-new mysterious alien
yeah,
planet.
I do
Learn
try to
more
keep up with some of the
exclusively on
entertainment
Xbox
news
Live.
too.
I am Shadow Donkey. Animal World is a game of many shadows.
This is Animal
It's
Wall.
a game where every animal casts a shadow, and it's a game where you cast a shadow, and sometimes even the shadow of a shadow can cast a shadow.
Say shadow one more
At
time.
times, you must step out of the shadows and reveal the
Yeah, there it
secret
is.
which has been lurking in the shadows all
Another-
along.
another
Because
shadow.
if these shadows are about to reveal
Irish
shadows,
Bandit
then who knows
does
what kind of shady
does a lot of
shadows these shadows are
PC,
gonna do
and
to the
Ryder
shadows.
does some PC, and he has a PlayStation 5 as well.
What we must always remember
What are we talking about here?
is that without shadows, there is
Vipin
no
asked
light.
which members of the Level 1
These
podcast
shadows
are
Oh,
mainly
yeah.
PC gamers.
I'd say I'm probably more
We have to
primarily
look into
PC
the
than
shadow of the
console.
shadow of the shadow
But I do play
to
both.
Realize the shadow
Wait,
of the shadow.
I am totally PC.
So basically, what I'm saying, Animal
Basically what
Will
I'm saying is
available
shadow.
today on Xbox.
Why do I sound like Adam Sandler?
式は無事宇宙へ行ったか
I might be looking at making that leap, Vipin. I don't know yet. It depends on what the cost of the next consoles are actually going to be.
Well, I mean, if the cost of the PS5 Pro is anything to look forward to.
My limit is about 1,200 Canadian. per console before I said no. I say no, I'm going to PC.
You know what my limit is? About tree fitting.
And get away from me, Loch Ness monster! What do you want? And he looked at me and he said, "I want tree fitty."
It was about that time that I realized that a Girl Scout was about 10 stories tall. It was a giant crustacean from the Mesozoic era. Damn it, Loch Ness monster! You ain't get my tree fitting. I gave $1. What? You gave $1?
Eden's, this one looks interesting. I don't know if it's going to be up my alley, but
I was just gonna say, I love that our brains are just repositories of useless knowledge.
yeah.
Burninating the countryside.
This one looks fun.
Yeet yourself.
The world is your weapon. Oh my god, it's Katamari.
World is a weapon.
Looks like a Monster Hunter knockoff. Kind of like what Dauntless was.
No, because I would be okay with this one. Get some creepy vibes with this one.
It's that time of season.
I have seen the gods shatter into Gildan Mist. I have seen the hunters awaken.
Gods of Olympus, but they're all zombies.
Steadfast heroes among them.
Oh, this looks so good.
And treacherous villains as well. I have seen the thrones brought low. Faiths torn asunder, and all that still live before the end.
Looks like it would have a very God of War-esque feel to it.
Struggle.
Yeah, it's. I'm wondering if it has much for like Souls-like elements though too.
And don't forget, for those of you watching, drop a like on this video. Or live stream, or whatever the hell.
But I have yet to see the ember that can rise against the dark.
I mean, it looks good, but I don't know if it'd be my kind of game.
Mistfall Hunter crosses
that one might be on my
list. For something brand new. Find out more exclusively on Xbox Wire.
I'll have to learn more about it. It's I believe it's like another. It's an Xbox podcast, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Bike simulator.
Bike simulator with a skull. Your bike is haunted by the spirit of your dead parent.
I was gonna say Tony Hawk does biking, and the skull represents the soul of his dead career.
There you go. Did I just see a body on the bike?
I think so.
Nothing like making a bike out of the bodies of your victims.
Yeah.
Right? No one will ever see
Untitled
that
bike game. There we go. That's what this is. What would the controls even be in this kind of game? Oh, who knows?
It
Wheel whirl.
it looks like an indie game, so it'd be hard to tell.
Tapping A and B to pedal because like, isn't that what you had to do for operating your horse in Red Dead Redemption?
You have to tap A or X, but only if you want to gallop. But that game is so brilliant. I could rave about that game for days.
This is like an amped up Phasmophobia. October 29th. Oh, hey, how about that? Oops. I didn't mean to call it, but hey, look at
This
that.
island
What do you call
offers
it?
everything you may need in your
Oh, look at that big
precious
fluffy
life.
boy.
Vast forests, roaring
There's a
rivers,
dog. I'm
and
sold. Give me.
mountains of rock and ice. You are old enough
Easy
now
sell.
to know that for every bit of goodness in this world, an opposing force
Why do I feel like we've seen this one
in the
before?
heat of the earth.
It looks
resides
familiar for
the
some reason.
darkness
Oh, and you get to ride him
you
too?
cannot fathom. Demons as
Yeah,
old as
The
time.
Tiberian Mastiff.
Let's
Do
go.
not doubt, even a light like yours can be tempted by the dark. You must always choose good. And that I know you will. Set
Almost looks like
be
Kina.
resilient. Be
Yeah, I was
resourceful.
just gonna say, it
Be brave, my son.
has that look
Stay
to
in the
it.
light, with Babu by your side. And may the magic of this island protect us all.
The Legend of Babu. Yeah.
Zelda knockoff, and I don't know.
Yeah, kind of. Maybe.
Although I swore to protect it, I failed. Now I walk the path of blood until my mission is fulfilled. I will not rest
Got your ankle.
until all traitors are silenced and our stolen kingdom returned.
Favorite items aren't like that too.
Who dares to question my will, standing in the way of my redemption?
Damn it, dude.
Okay, what is this?
It's a video game coming out on Xbox.
Thanks, pal. Appreciate that.
I mean, you asked.
Ask a dumb question, get a dumb answer, I guess, right?
Exactly.
Very pretty, though.
It's very Japanese-centric. Yes, my quarterstaff does actually double as a Gatling gun. Ghost of Tsushima 3. Looks like another Souls-like.
Yeah. I don't know. Anyone else kind of getting tired of Souls-likes?
Yeah.
Can't get tired of them if you never played them to begin with.
Good point. That's a very good point.
Oh, this is the Wu Chang Feathers, I think. Fallen Feathers.
Give me Division 3. I know that's not coming for a while yet.
No.
Where's my burrito? Where's my burrito?
My emperor will not fall in vain. You are just another lost soul, trying to oppose fate. And fate
Yeah, this is definitely Wu Chang Fallen Feathers. I'm likely to give this one a go because I think this one's on Game Pass as well. Yeah. Be nice to get a release date for that though soon. There is a couple of these games that are just we're waiting for.
This place was always dangerous. And weird.
Radecki, you're the one.
Used to keep us in control. But now,
3-player co-op.
need a new approach.
Kind of looks like Control. Oh. Yep.
That was an old MP40. Like World War II MP40. Rotary slime cannon? You know what this almost feels like?
Bioshock?
Team Fortress 2.
That too.
I mean, this could be good.
I am the Gnome of Death.
Welcome to Firebreak.
Interesting.
Yeah, Remedy. It's going to be connected to the Alan Wake universe.
First ever multiplayer
Monster will
game,
be all over that.
exclusively on Xbox Wire.
I think
game
that's
looks
it, gentlemen.
way too wild to be connected to the Alan Wake universe.
Yeah.
It's connected to Control, I think, and Control's a part of the Alan Wake universe. So that's it, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Goes over. I believe. Yeah.
Oh, we still got 10. No, wait.
Yeah, it's probably just. Yeah, it's probably just you know.
Thanks
2
for
minutes.
watching.
Thanks for watching. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, nothing really. There's nothing really that jumps out for me for that set, which is kind of disappointing. But
I mean, I'm really excited about that Mouse PI for hire. I'm all in on that one.
I mean, that one looks interesting. I'm really interested to see what comes out of that one.
I think
Kinda
the
feel
one
like
that I'm
black
going to
and
keep
white
an eye on is that Mistfall Hunter. Wu Chang Fallen Feathers I've been kind of interested in, but I need to see a little bit more of it. But it being on Game Pass, it's going to be one that I'll likely jump in and actually give a go to. But
I mean, I'm pretty sure there 20 more games just went on your backlog, so
not quite. But I think 2 or there might be 2 at most. But Alan Wake has been back on there for a while after talking with Monster about it multiple times, and my backlog is growing. There's not a whole lot that this show really got me excited for. I wouldn't say it's a nothing burger, but I would say it's close to.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely there's a little bit of something for almost everybody.
Yeah.
Like I said, like even between, I mean, Irish Bandit Rob and I both just basically just said, yeah, that Mouse PI one. Even Vipin in the chat just said that, yeah, the black and white cell animation style. Yeah, I mean, that one seems kind of right up our alley. I mean, not so much for the fact that it's a first person shooter, but the fact that it's something so different in the genre. Mm-hmm. And I know, like I know Irish Bandit Rob has an affinity for for that type, not even so much the first person shooter genre, but for the 20s, 30s, 40s black and white style of comics.
Yeah, exactly.
That almost even just looking at the weapons that it used, it looks like it almost has a bit of a almost a mafia-esque feel to it too.
A little bit.
So yeah, I mean that's definitely something I know that'll be right up at Irish Bandit's alley there. I would definitely be interested in giving that one a look too, just because it looks different and it's something new and exciting. I mean that's kind of what we all really need.
And different is good.
Yeah.
I do think that there's an oversaturation of Souls-like games right now, though. I would like to see there being something a little bit different. Even something that, even if it's Souls-like, but the combat's not as punishing as what Demon Souls is. I mean, I've kind of started dabbling in those games a little bit more as well myself, but the games that I'm going to admit, the games that I'm playing for that are Souls-like, they're not punishing to the point of like, I got to fight this boss 30 or 40 different times. I'm going to spend days fighting this boss. It's going in, maybe anywhere between 5 to 10 attempts in some cases, but not to the extreme amount of I'm spending days on a single boss.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that level of difficulty. I'm not okay with like the Souls-like, and Elden Ring for me has been a little bit too punishing, and I think that's one of the reasons why I've deterred away from that. And I realized that in my case, I haven't built my character up enough. But there is so much that's coming out that's not Souls-like that it's going to be nice to be able to take a bit of a break from that.
Yeah. And I think you're right. I think there is a bit of an oversaturation with that particular. But I mean, it seems like we always go through these rotations almost every, I'd say, like every 4 or 5 years. There always seems to be like that one popular genre that just kind of takes over, and everyone wants to get in.
Royal game, things like that.
MMOs, back in like the mid 2000s, early 2010s. Card games were starting to become a big thing. When Hearthstone was getting to its peak, battle royales. Everybody
battle royales can just go away. I'm so sick and tired of those ones.
Everyone wanted on that Fortnite train when it left the station. So
you mean Fortnite?
Yeah. But I mean, obviously Souls-like is going to be another one. Elden Ring's popularity is skyrocketed. Even more so than Dark Souls. So yeah.
Look, I don't mean to bash those games. Like it's games that I haven't been able to get into.
Yeah.
Just because I'm not able to get into it doesn't mean that the game is bad. Elden Ring won Game of the Year last year. And I mean, it was the same year that God of War Ragnarok came out. Or was it last year, the year before? Either way, it beat God of War Ragnarok, and I loved Ragnarok. So the thing is, for that game to beat Ragnarok, in my mind, you have to be able to give it props. And it's just a genre that it's kind of like Monster Hunter with me. It's another genre I wish I could get more invested in, but I'm not. I just can't do it.
I think the next cycle needs to be looter shooters. Give us Borderlands. Give us Division.
So bad. Yeah.
Well, Borderlands 4 was announced, so we know that's going to be coming down the pipeline. We know Division 3 is announced-ish.
Kind of.
Not really like an official announcement in any sense of the term, but we know it's in production. I think looter shooters would be a cool one to see kind of come into the cycle, especially when it comes to like co-op stuff. I mean, Division, I never really got. I had a little bit of fun with it with you and Chewy there, Mav, but I never really got the full beginning to end kind of co-op multiplayer experience. Mm-hmm. Borderlands, I've had a chance to play with friends on a few occasions. Excuse me. I've played that one mostly solo, but I've had times where me and a couple friends, we'll load in, we'll go do some missions, and we'll go take on one of the super boss challenges or something like that, and have an absolute blast with it. So, I hope Borderlands 4 brings that back to the table.
The game that got me into looter shooters the most, and that I wish I could be more invested in again, and I know Irish Bandit played this as well, but Destiny. Destiny was huge for me.
Yeah.
And that's what really got me started in that genre. And I miss I realize that they have DLCs coming out for that, but I'm so sick and tired of you have to pay for this DLC to get access, and we don't care that you've paid for the original content. You don't have access to it. And I'm so sick and tired of that model with that game, and that's the whole reason why I've just said I'm done. If they kept the original content and had it to a point to be able to go back and replay it or give you that option, I would be fine with it. I would still be playing it today. Looter shooters, I would be great with. I'd be okay with having more games like that. I'm not, and I do think that the Souls-like games are decent. I would hope for some that are a little less punishing. And I know that they are out there. And when it comes to games like that though too, like I was hesitant on games like Ghost of Tsushima when that was first announced, because I was like, this looks a little Souls-like. And then as soon as I started reading up on it, I'm like, oh, this is not Souls-like. You have to be methodical with your fighting, but it wasn't challenging like what Souls games are.
Yeah.
It wasn't punishing like what Souls games are. I want those types of games a little bit more often. Just this typical action adventure. Like, I don't care if it's a little bit harder, just not to the point of you have to fight this boss several different times. And that's what takes me away from those games.
Yeah, something that caters to more of the casual player base.
Right. But I know I'm missing out. Like, I understand that I'm missing out on games like Elden Ring. I get that. And I just can't get into it.
And I mean,
just
that's totally fair. But I mean, but if it's not our thing, are we really missing out on it?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. I would argue that we're missing to a point. Just because, like, again, like, I have started agreeing, and I have said on this podcast, I agree that gameplay is king. But story does have a very big place in my heart as well for when it comes to games. And I feel like that's a story that I'd like to see play out.
Yeah.
And that's what in some cases keeps me going with games, is the story. But yes, gameplay has to be there. And because that's the part that is going to draw you in for 40, 50, sometimes 100-hour games, you know? Like, that's just the way that it is.
Well, yeah.
Unfortunately, that's what takes me out of Elden Ring. I know I'm missing that story. It's a story I'd like to hear. I'd like to see firsthand. I just can't get past like the gameplay.
But then once you beat it for the first time, then you can try beating it on a second time, playing a kalimba or something.
Yeah, I mean, but as we've discussed, there's so much coming out. Like there's like, we're in Broketober right now, and it's living up to its name, at least right now for me. Like I've got Silent Hill 2 remake on the go right now. I'm hoping to wrap that up here before the end of next week, because next week there's Call of Duty coming out. There's the new Sonic game that's coming out. I haven't picked that one up. I'll probably wait for that for a bit. We've got Dragon Age coming out. Horizon Forbidden West has that remastered coming out that I want to get my hands on. Like there's so much going on this month for games, but that's typical with there. It's a reason why we call it Broketober.
Yeah.
But this year is still jam packed. But I do have to ask one question: where the hell is Snake Eater? I want a release date for that. Where the hell is it? It's supposed to be out this year. Still, we've got 2 months. Where is it?
Well, I guess it's more of a hurry up and wait kind of situation. Who knows?
I mean, let it cook, right? But
yeah,
that's what we always say.
Just guys have said it's coming out this year. Where is it? Give us details on that.
Yeah, because even looking it up now, it still says just release date 2024.
Yeah, I was really hoping for that today, and when it didn't come up, it's like
Game Awards Shadow Drop.
I was just gonna say the same
Could you
thing.
imagine? Could you imagine? But I know that they have physical copies as well. I don't think they're going to do that, but I really don't know what to expect to be released for Games Awards this year.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, Rob, what have you been kind of looking forward to? I guess knowing what we know now, I guess over the span of maybe let's say 6 months. Like, what kind of things have you been looking forward to?
What am I looking to? Well, after watching it, that said that Mouse PI game.
Yeah.
Honestly, I want to see more asymmetrical horror games. Personally speaking, from myself, like you have like Dead by Daylight, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I want to see like a Saw asymmetrical chase game. I want to see a Terrifier chase game. That would be so much fun. Trying to run away from Art the Clown. Like, come on. Who wouldn't have fun with that?
You know what would actually make for a good remake right now, especially with today's technology? Fear.
Oh yeah.
I'm not sure if any of you guys remember that series of games.
Mm-hmm.
With
vaguely.
I can't remember the little girl's name, the one that basically creeps the hell out of everybody during those games.
As long as it's not as bad as the baby villain from Village, because I still have Taz running around the house occasionally going, "Stop that!"
Oh boy.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, there's another series of games that could possibly benefit from the remake treatment. I mean, those games are very much old enough.
RE4, okay, RE2, RE3, RE4, all have gotten remakes for, if we're talking Resident Evil in that genre, they are worth playing. But I also know that RE9 is in development too, so that again might be up Irish's alley though too. So I do have my list up of games that are expected still here this year, and still that we haven't gotten release dates for this year. There's still 3 on the list here. So we've got, as I mentioned, Shadow and Sonic, Call of Duty, Dragon Age Veilguard, and then here's one for you, Ryder, Dragon Quest III HD. Path of Exiles 2 has an early access next month.
Forgot about that one. That's coming up right away.
Yeah, that's November 15th. Stalker 2 is November 20th. Indiana Jones is November 9th. This is one that I've been really excited for, that was announced with the last showcase we watched, which is the Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver 1 and 2 remake. Mm-hmm. And then the one, thank you. And then for not announced yet, it's still Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater, Screenbound, Clockwork Revolution. And the ones that have gotten release dates for next year is Dynasty Warriors Origins, which is January 16th, Assassin's Creed Shadows, which was delayed to February 14th, Avowed, which is February 18th, and Indiana Jones The Great Circle for PlayStation 5, spring 2025, and I've been hearing April is going to be the release date, for somewhere in April for that. But we are not short on games here next year.
No, that's for sure.
So, the one I'm most excited for next year is gotta be Expedition 33.
Is it Expedition 33?
Yes, it's that turn-based action one that.
Okay, no, I was confusing with 33 Immortals.
Yeah, no, it's Expedition 33. Rob, stick around afterwards. I'll remind you with the trailer. That one is that one is looking fantastic. Of course, Ghost of Yotai and Where the Winds Meet's coming out next year as well. That's another one that's been on my radar for a while. So there's a few on there, and of course Doom. So next year is jammed packed. So I mean, and of course, a lot of these games are going to go to Game Pass. And since Phil Spencer Jr. isn't here, you can get your Game Pass at Xbox.ca. I know he's going to give me grief for pitching that, but I'm only doing it because he's not here.
Somebody's got to do it.
Yeah, and it's great value for these games. A lot of these games are going to be there, but I digress. That there's a lot coming.
Oh, absolutely. I wonder, considering that I don't know, that I couldn't get back into Diablo 4 just because there's so many DLCs out now that I'm having a hard time trying to fit everything within the budget. Wonder if we should get the Lounge Boys together and play some Path of Exile, seeing as it's free to play.
That'd be good. I'd be totally game for that.
I mean, I did enjoy Path of Exile for a bit. Kind of, after Diablo 3 kind of flopped for a bit before the first before its DLC came out. Yeah, maybe that one might be worth a look for us to get together and maybe do a if we're running low on news, maybe we'll do like a live stream with the lounge and playing some Path of Exile or something like that.
No, that'd be good. I still want to get back into. I know that I've been saying this a few times with you guys, but I still wouldn't be opposed getting back into Helldivers with you guys.
Yeah. I mean, that'd be fun, but I feel like the content's really dry over there.
It is. And I've been saying that the Illuminate's been expected for a while, and Chewie keeps reminding me, where are they?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. But again, like we'll figure that out. But I have been actually really enjoying the DLC for Diablo. I have been playing it a bit. The Spiritborn build has been a lot of fun. And I know Monster's been running an evade build. Basically, all he does is evade.
Everybody is running the evade build for Spiritborn right now.
Yeah. How could you not? How could you not?
It. If it's that good.
Oh, he jumped into a dungeon with me and he shredded the boss by just evading within like 3 minutes. It was crazy. But anyway, it's a lot of fun. I recommend it. But there's a lot on the go on my plate too. Like Silent Hill, I'm enjoying it. I think it might sneak a Game of the Year nomination on there. But I still think that Rebirth will probably take the win this year.
Yeah, I'm hoping so. Rebirth actually got a few nominated. Rob, what did you see? I saw you mentioned this earlier. I can't remember if it was in our group chat or if it was on Twitter or Blue Sky, but you'd mentioned something about...
about the Golden Joystick Awards.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. Yeah. How many nominations did they get?
Rebirth was nominated for 5 in total. Like, it got the most nominations out of everything that it was nominated for. It best console game. Because I know it got best console game, best soundtrack, of course. Okay, it was nominated for best storytelling. Best soundtrack. Best lead performer for Cody Christian as Cloud Strife. Best supporting performer for Brianna White for Aerith Gainsborough. Come on, let's go, Brianna. And console game of the year, and that's it. Like I said, it took the most nominations for a game.
I'd believe it.
And there's still the Game Awards yet to go.
Yeah, I think it's in the lead for being nominated. With an article that I had seen. But
I think it's gonna. I think it's gonna take the. Well, I think it's going to be the game that will get the most nominations for the game.
yeah, I mean, I believe that. So right now, the front runners that I've come across, this was the article that I had seen. Of course, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is on there. Astrobot, Metaphor,
crazy reviews.
Balatro, The Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom, and Silent Hill 2. So far,
I'm kind of surprised Black Myth Wukong isn't on there. 'Cause that's been getting good reviews. That's been getting great reviews.
yes. And again, this is the front runners that one company has said. But yes, Black Myth Wukong was great. I haven't finished it because it's one of those games where it's very punishing. And it's gonna take me a little while to work through that one. But yeah, I mean, there's also talk of Dragon's Dogma 2. Like, there's a lot of decent games that came out this year. And I think that Xbox is the one that really shined the most this year. I'm going to give them credit for that. The announcements that they had were incredible. And I'm very excited to get my hands on a lot of those games. And I think next year is going to be a very big year for Sony as well, but we haven't really seen a whole lot from them yet. I think you're going to see the Ghost of Yotai, and that's going to be their big game next year. But I think we're going to get announcements for games that are coming out in 2026 that Sony's got under their belt that they haven't told us about.
Hey, see ya, Vipin. Thanks for tuning in.
See ya on Monday, bud. Yeah, so anyways, Microsoft knocked it out of the park this year. I felt that PlayStation kind of dropped the ball a little bit this year, to be honest. The only game, they had two really good exclusives, or I guess they had a couple they had some good exclusives, but it would have been nice to have more first-party games that from their development studios. Black Myth Wukong was good. Stellar Blade was incredible. Helldivers was good. Well, I guess Helldivers was first party. But just from the established franchises, it would have been nice to see something this year.
Yeah. But, I mean, there's still the Video Game Awards to come up yet. So, I mean, we'll see some new stuff likely get announced there, but still a couple months left in the year to go, so we'll see what happens.
Absolutely.
So, any final thoughts before we start putting our controllers down here?
Nope. I think I thought it was a great. I thought it was good.
Yeah, it was a good show. It wasn't a great show, but it was a good show.
It was like Star Wars Outlaws. It was good. It wasn't great.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's all you need.
But still worth watching.
Yes,
exactly.
Absolutely. If anything, the highlight of the show is always us, right? I mean, come on, let's be real.
I mean, they all can't be a rebirth, so.
Yeah, exactly. But in any case, that is where we are going to put the controllers down. We're going to power down the systems and say goodnight here. So before we get going here, Agent Maverick, where can we find you on today's content landscape?
You can find me on the new Geek Corner. I do have a couple reviews coming out. I am working through Silent Hill right now, getting my hands on Call of Duty here next week. Thanks to Game Pass. I will also be playing Dragon Age here as well at the end of the month. I'm thinking about doing a stream for Horizon, but Ryder and I have decided to do a competition here starting January 1st. And it's going to be who can complete the most games to 100% or earn their platinum trophies on PlayStation. So there's a game that I'm really excited to play again, but I know that it's going to be a very fun platinum for me, so I might wait to get into that next year. But I'm contemplating doing a stream for Horizon Forbidden West Remastered. but I will keep you guys posted on my Facebook page. There might be a couple of movie reviews coming out in the next little while. I really want to go check out Saturday Night and get a review out for that. So lots happening. It's kind of overwhelming, and I'm going to try getting some more news and movie and game news out there on my site as well. So, but yeah, keep posted on there for updates for Twitch.
Excellent. All right, and Irish Bandit Rob, where can we find you on the content landscape?
You can find me over at my YouTube channel, where we are only three subscribers away from hitting 350 subscribers. I had a big boom this past week or two in subscribers, so I am very buzzing about that. I have a video that just cracked 4,000 views, so I'm very excited about that. So yeah, down in the description, you'll find all of where you can find me, especially on YouTube. I post every Monday and Friday for sure. I am thinking of doing a kind of a response video to that one that cracked 4,000 views, just responding to some of the comments on the video. Other than that, you can also go check out my novel Shade Falling over on Amazon. You can get it through their Kindle e-reader or on paperback, like this copy here, like these two fine gentlemen have.
Exactly.
One of them have 2 copies of the novel.
But for good reason. For good reason.
For good reason. Good reason. Yes. For good reason.
So yeah, so that's where you can find them. And if you guys want to find me on the content landscape, you guys can still find me over on Twitch, where I am currently. I don't have a schedule so much anymore, especially with the shift work that I currently do in my new job. So I kind of just stream whenever I possibly can. My brother-in-law, Agent Maverick here, was kind enough to lend me Valkyrie Elysium for PlayStation 5. So I've been playing this one for a little bit, and I'll probably be playing this one up until mid-November when Dragon Quest III 2D HD remaster comes out. But I'm also currently doing... Yeah, exactly. I'm also currently doing a charity event right now with the C4SK, which is the charity for a sick kids hospital based out of Toronto, Ontario. That particular event is going on until the end of this month. Then there will be a little bit of a break, and then there will be another charity event that will be coming up in mid-November for Crash Pad for Kids, which we will be raising money for the Make-A-Wish Foundation of Canada. So I'm looking really forward to those. I have a whole bunch of donation and charity incentives that you guys can take a part of. You guys can do anything from naming a Dragon Quest character before I play it, to making me a pizza, or to Maverick's favorite particular event, making me eat spicy beans, which I've already had to eat 4 of them live on stream already. You can also catch a clip of that over on my YouTube channel as well. All that information is going to be right down below. But Twitch is going to be my mainstay. You'll find my streams there. You can find my stuff over on YouTube as well. You can catch all of us on all of our various socials. All those links will be right down in the description. We have our various link trees set up for your guys' ease of use and ease of access. So you guys can find us there. Make sure you follow us on all of our various platforms. And guys, make sure that you do drop a like on this live stream as well. Leave us a comment down below as well. Let us know what kind of games are you looking forward to, either this year or next year. We'd love to hear from you guys who either pay attention to our podcast or watch our podcasts, watch the live streams, whatever, what have you. But always make sure that you do subscribe to the Level 1 Lounge podcast as well, with the notification bell on, so that way you guys don't miss a single podcast or live stream when they do come up, because again, we do have the Video Game Awards that's coming up very soon. So make sure that you guys are tuned in for that, because we'll be doing a live reaction for that one as well. So that is going to do it for us, guys. Thank you all very much for tuning into the live stream. We really appreciate every single one of you being here. So for Agent Maverick 86 and for Irish Bandit Rob, I am Rider Pride 639, and we'll see you guys